Welcome into Anti-Chats and Tarot. Hello, Taurus. How are you? I feel like right now you really want to be entertained in life. And, with this read, I'll try my best. Thank you to all of you. I really love and am grateful for the support on this channel. And remember that you are the master of what you let in and what you don't. Please only take what resonates and what's helpful for you here of these messages. Take what helps you to help yourself. Let's get into this, Taurus. You're needing to be entertained, are you? Huh? Needing to be entertained. Page of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. They're both in the reverse. Okay. Yeah, because your current group of friends, you feel like they don't put in enough effort, and maybe they're even doing stuff without you you're finding out about. Yeah, this is making you feel a certain sort of way. That's making you want to be like instantly entertained because you're so disappointed here with this. What's happening here? What else here for our Taurus? The Empress in the reverse, Justice. Yeah, you don't feel like people are nurturing their relations with you enough. Like, where's the justice? I feel like you have put in a lot of effort, or you feel that way. And where's the justice? Where's the reciprocation? Instead, you're kind of being left out of things. Why is this happening? Seven of Wands here. Yeah, people are finding you difficult. And I think you're not like, I don't understand. I feel like you're saying, I don't understand what's going on here. But there's some sort of, chaos within, discord within the group here. The Five of Wands and the Four of Cups. And you are feeling left out. Wanting to find your groove back, wanting to instantly find other friends. You don't want to take a time out here to like maybe think this through. It's just like, keep entertaining me so that I don't have to deal with this type of energy. Two of Swords out here. But Spirit's saying you're gonna have to take some time to really focus in on what's going on here, because it's a beneficial lesson. And I feel like you're saying it's gonna be too painful. I don't want to go there. That's understandable. Yeah, it's going to be too emotional. It's going to be too emotional for me to speak. Maybe there's an opportunity for you to speak to this group, and you're like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to go there. Let them speak. Five of Pentacles. Yeah, you're really disappointed by this. There's a feeling of really being disappointed by a friend group. Quite a few people here. What's advice? More advice. Ten of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, super burden. I want to just, it's like, that's the energy of I want to be entertained because I just don't want to go here. I don't want to go to the depths of this. I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to make it worse. I just want to have fun. I just want there to be fun for me to move on to something fun. And then have this fix itself, and then I can come back and still have fun. Something like that. Six of Swords out here now. But I feel like help arrives right on time. Okay, what's the help here, Spirit? Five of Swords. Somebody you're competitive with, or who's competitive with you. That's the help. It's going to be very surprising. They come in with help. Normally you're very competitive with this person. Or vice versa. Ace of Pentacles, it's a new start with a King of Swords. It's a very intellectual person, but I feel like more so we're talking about a brand new start as you intellectualize these issues and you speak them out with somebody who's been competitive with you and vice versa. Wow, that's heavy. Speak your truth. Something here is like awkward, but then it flows, okay? Somebody has a knee injury. What else do we have? For our bulls, let's see. Watch the stubborn here. Be open. Five of Cups. See what's salvageable here. There's like two people involved speaking for a group. Like one person is going to be speaking for the group and then you. And you two have been competitive, maybe trying to both lead this group. And then you feel like the group picked them maybe. Did you put them in a position where they had to pick one or the other? That might be something that's spoken about now. Know what's salvageable here. And maybe even befriend this person who you think is kind of a frenemy because you're so competitive with them. The Wheel of Fortune. Spirit is saying this situation is entirely at your command. You can make the most of this if you so choose. There is good fortune here. There is something to salvage here if you believe it is. You can find common ground with this competitive individual. You can do it. You can turn this around so that you're included again or feeling like people are making an effort where you have always made an effort. Queen of Swords, yeah, it's something I'm hearing again. It's something about don't be too stubborn here. Yeah. Meet in the middle. Find the common ground. You're also very well spoken and intellectual. Use that. That's been a common theme this week. Use your good intellect and good communication skills for the betterment of you, to help you get what you want. I think you're very angry, and so Spirit is highlighting this for me. Watch your stubborn and watch your anger, okay? Only meet with this group or this competitor of yours when you can have that be under control. Easier said than done, I know, but that's where the most good will come out of this, is when you can kind of, sometimes I do this where I actually picture the anger is like I'm setting it aside and now I'm addressing you, and I mentally picture it is like not near me. It has been set aside, and or stubbornness, as I try and have a dialogue with somebody, and I in my mind say it's not available to me. It's over here. Try that. That works for me sometimes. Ace of Wands. I also, as I'm talking to the person, I have in my mind, both before I join them or as I'm talking with them, that I am there specifically to gain common ground. And I keep repeating that in my mind so that I know I have a goal. And I think Taurus could benefit from that type of thinking because we're goal-oriented, my sign and yours. Okay, Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, you've got to let go of this anger or anything that's going to be negative as you try and find common ground with this group and this particularly competitive person. I feel like you feel like they kind of took over where you've been doing the leadership for this group for years. And who are they? But that doesn't help your cause. It's more of a, we have similar characteristics, and so let's find our common ground here, and, what can we do together that puts these good characteristics that we share to good use for the group. Something like that. You see how you change the dialogue, and also your attitude. And then watch this grow. Watch this change. Tricky, but effective. Can be effective, and that's what Spirit's saying. Take your time here, because this is tricky. This is not easy, but you can make it work if you so desire. Three of Wands. Meanwhile, I think you're saying, like, is it worth it, or is this group worth it? First of all, you have to, decide that. That's only something you can decide. Is it worth it? Do you want to salvage this group? Or do you want to think in different terms, or do you want to go after something else in your life? And Spirit says, then use that same formula where you go after that knowing that you're a very well spoken and well thought out individual. Okay, always to your advantage, these characteristics. Four of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, give this some thought, and I think you have, and you're coming to a point where you make a decision, or this is a nod to take that time that you need so that when you come out of a timeout with this and have given it some thought, you feel comfortable with the decisions you've made to move forward. Final message here for our Taurus. Two messages. King of Wands and the Strength in the reverse. But I'm getting here, both of you are very dynamic, you and this competitor of yours. You're both dynamic. People see you as being very similar people, and you are. But note that one of you is not as confident. Yeah, one of you maybe is too aggressive in the area of I'm confident, but in reality, this one isn't. And I think that's maybe the other person you're dealing with. It's like a false confidence here. So, plan your dialogue accordingly with that information. Because somebody may need you, even though they're acting like they don't need anybody. Something to consider. Yeah, somebody may need some healing when they're acting all bold and tough and strong and untouchable, okay? There could be family problems, and you could be the one that helps them because you've been through something similar and you have the enlightenment. Yeah, this could easily, a frenemy could easily become a friend here if it's the right set of circumstances, and only you are going to know that. And if you can become in some way helpful to them, and vice versa. Yeah, but there are always choices, of course. And yeah, let's just split the deck here. Sun in the reverse. But right now, I feel like you feel like I'm just manifesting unhappiness here. And it's just, maybe you're thinking about it too much. And just thinking about how unhappy you are, rather than thinking, what's the solution here? And how can I get involved in that thinking? That's your message, Taurus. I know you can make this work. You're sharp and you're well-spoken, and you can be the difference maker here if you choose, if it's where you want to be going, if you want to salvage this. Until next time, let's remember who we are, and let's remember our self-worth. Please do like, share, subscribe, comment. It helps the channel to grow. And until next time, what do? I'll say it again. We remember who we are, and we remember our self-worth. Thanks for joining me.